There are five critical tools that every website needs. And I know this because we work with over 500 businesses. And often when we're onboarding new companies at Wolf IQ, we ask them, hey, can you provide us access or onboard us into these core tools? And unfortunately, often the answer is we don't have that set up. And this is so painful because there's so much history and data in these tools. They take 5 minutes to set up. And the best part is they're completely free. So you can spend thousands of dollars on tools or agencies, or just spend 5 minutes setting this up, and it'll give you the visibility and data to manage your website for years or decades to come. So the first tool is Google Search Console. Now, this is the window into how Google sees your website. And the most valuable thing here is looking at your sitemap and your pages to make sure they're all ranking and showing up correctly. Now, we use this a ton at WolfIQ to look at what content is performing, what content is trending, and what stuff perhaps that we put a ton of time and energy into just isn't performing yet, and what do we need to do to fix it? Now, you can check your sitemaps, you can check technical areas, you can check crawl issues, all that stuff is here in Google Search Console. The second tool is Google Analytics. Now, this is like your main flight dashboard around who's visiting the website, where are they from, and what are they doing on the website. Now, the most important thing here is looking at what's affecting your traffic and how long are people staying on different pages and what's driving conversion. Because all of that is out of the box in Google Analytics. You install a small piece of code on your website, and within seconds, within minutes, you start getting this data all feeding through to really understand what's going on your website. And over time, this data helps you identify top performing content and bottlenecks in the user experience on your site that you can improve. Okay, the third tool, probably the most underrated tool of these five, is Microsoft Clarity. And this allows you to see real user behavior on your website visually. So you get to see like what sessions are being recorded, what are people doing, what are they clicking, where are they getting stuck. And why this is so helpful is the heat map functionality will show you exactly what people are looking at and seeing. So if you're producing stuff that isn't getting seen, it's not going to help or persuade. Where if you're producing stuff that's getting a ton of visibility, you might think about how can we improve that to make sure that we're showing people what we want to be showing them and helping portray our business in the best light possible. Again, 100% free. It's GDPR friendly, which is relevant if you've got visitors in the European Union. And it gives you insights that Google Search Console, Google Analytics just can't. Okay, the fourth tool, and it's not really a tool, but something that you should be using as a tool on your website, is schema markup. Now, this is a tool called schema.org, and it allows you to look at how AI engines are understanding your website. So it looks at this file called a schema markup file, which is basically like a digital label machine. It shows what different things are and tells AI exactly what different pieces of information are on your website. Check out one of my last videos I did on schema markup specifically. But the key thing here is to look at what context are you giving to AI engines to understand your website. And with this schema tool, it help you understand how your information is going to be showing up in Claude, in ChatGPT, in all those things, and where there's going to be gaps that you want to fill in to make sure that AI can understand your website. Okay, the last tool here is Google Tag Manager. Now, this is the control tower for all of your tracking scripts. Now, a tracking script is a piece of code that fires on certain events. For example, if someone reaches it to the checkout page or the thank you page, Google Tag Manager, these tracking scripts will let you know. So it allows you to look at what influencers are causing what events. Now, instead of manually editing code on your website every time you want to add a pixel or an event, Google Tag Manager keeps it all in one place and lets you launch new campaigns and new ads without ever needing a developer or anyone else to actually touch the website. Over time, Google Tag Manager really becomes your foundation for scaling because when you want to add new stuff, you don't need to touch a website, you just touch Google Tag Manager. So those are the 5 tools you have in your cockpit for any website. Now, the best thing is you can set this up once, and then anyone you share it with can understand your website, where it's been, and hopefully he'll better guide you on where it's going. Okay, that's it. Let me know if you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next one.